Hello everyone, I'm Sohnjee. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for checking me out. I definitely appreciate it. If you are returning to me, hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for your support. So let's get the business out of the way. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will definitely appreciate that very much. Also, something new to announce, I have an INSTANTGO. So for those of you who are iPad users or iPhone users, you can talk to me directly now by going to INSTANTGO and typing in Sohnjee. There, we can have some personal chats about your relationship, some lifestyle or life coach advising, as well as I can do your personal birth chart and analyze it for you. And I can also do relationship spreads, relationship charts, and even some mystical readings of your auras. So if you're interested in that, you can go on over to INSTANTGO. Again, that's for my iPad and iPhone users, and you can talk to me directly about what's going on with you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Now let's get into the video. Stay tuned. Here we go. Hello, Sagittarius and my Sagittarius cross-watchers. Welcome to your video series. So first step, what makes you sun sign Sagittarius? Well, anyone born on November 23rd through December 21st is indeed fire sign Sagittarius. So let's get into some quick traits about the Sagittarius you're watching for. Now, Sagittarians are full of fire. They are passionate. They love to learn and teach, making them quite the conversationalist. Most Sagittarians are an absolute blast to hang out with. So if you're fortunate enough to have a Sagittarian in your life, well, you are in for quite a time. Now, Sagittarians are known to be the now type of person, as in most fire signs. They can be kind of impatient, but they are likely to prefer big picture rather than details. So the Sagittarian in your life is going to say, let's do it, go for it. And they're just going to go ahead and jump, not really paying attention to whether or not they're going to land safely or what exactly this jump might entail. Now, they are typically ambitious, optimistic, and enthusiastic people. They typically set lofty goals for themselves in life, although they sometimes will struggle to attain those goals. But that doesn't mean anything to Sagittarian. They're still going to tell you about those big dreams, and they have every intention of fulfilling them. Now, they can sometimes be seen as lazy and undisciplined, and too blunt and shallow by more emotionally intense signs. Again, Sagittarians are definitely big picture, surface kind of people initially. So for those sun signs that are perhaps a lot more into their head and thinkers, they may not get Sagittarius right off the bat, okay? Now, as I said, they're very, very passionate and bold people. And they're likely to be quite open about most topics, including sex. Yeah, Sagittarian doesn't see the point in pretending unless it's about something that makes them look better. But typically your Sagittarian is going to tell you exactly how it is, whether you want to know or not. They are likely to be very attractive and sexy people. There's something about the energy of a Sagittarian that just makes you feel ooh la la when you are around them. They have this incredible zest for life and their desire to learn more about it and you is highly attractive, right? Now, they're always up for a debate, and they have this enthusiastic optimism that makes any subject fun. So even when you're disagreeing with Sagittarius, you're still liking the conversation because where they take you and how they think about things is often so very, very refreshing. Now, freedom is fundamental to a Sagittarian. They are the adventurers of the zodiac sign. They are the ones that want to go and explore. So being stuck in the house or sedentary for a Sagittarian typically isn't what they're looking for, okay? Therefore, they will dislike partners who are emotionally needy, too possessive, and somewhat of a homebody. Now, of course, there are other Sagittarians that doesn't fit that description at all. But remember, in this series, we are talking about general qualities. Of course, there are other things in your birth chart that make you a unique Sagittarian. So remember that. These are typical traits. So typically, your Sagittarian is very sexy, very outgoing, adventurous, enthusiastic, bold, and they definitely have tongues of fire. They are the sign that you don't ask what they think unless you really, truly want to know. So, how does this freedom-loving, fiery, adventurous sign pair with you? Stay tuned. I'll tell you how your sun sign pairs with fiery, fun-loving Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius with Sagittarius. Welcome to your matchup. Now, right off the bat, of course, the two of you have very much in common because you share the same sun sign. So, what does that mean? Chances are that you are both wildly passionate with a fondness for learning and teaching new things, as well as a love of adventure. It certainly won't be dull in this matchup. Now, you both fancy yourselves to be quite intellectual, enthusiastic, have a fun and zest for life, as well as I said, being quite spontaneous. You're both quite optimistic, unpredictable, and intense. And of course, let's not forget, Sagittarius are known for being quite impatient. Now that's typically a fire sign trait, as fire signs are the go-getters of the zodiac. Having two Sagittarians together, well, you're gonna have a lot of get up and go, a lot of now. When? Now. It's going to take the two of you together to give each other the space to lead and follow. So yeah, that's going to take some compromise because Sagittarians want to take the lead. Two Sagittarians together, somebody's going to have to acquiesce to follow, at least every now and then. Now, you both enjoy travel, and you'll always be looking for new experiences to share with each other. You both like to grab life with both hands and live it to the fullest. So there will never be a shortage of ideas or adventures in this matchup. A Sagittarian wants to go out and live life. Having a partner that's also Sagittarian, you will not have to explain this passion that you have to get up and live. On the negative side now, somebody has to be the money manager because Sagittarians are known to look not as deep as they should before they leap into the next adventure. What do I mean? They don't always check for the details, the bottom line, the what ifs that you have to take care of after the adventure, like keeping the lights on once you're back. So somebody in this matchup has got to play the role of money manager, or the two of you are going to have to agree to offset it, your turn, my turn, to keep everything straight so that you don't find yourselves in a pickle because you enjoyed your adventure far more than your budget could allow for. Okay? So, here's another thing about the Sagittarian-Sagittarian matchup. They've been known to linger a little too long in the unnamed, undefined zone. Yeah, that's right. See, Sagittarians are prone to love their freedom. They don't like to be tied down. So if you have two Sagittarians and both of them are operating off that vibe of don't tie me down, even though you two could be crazy about each other, you sometimes don't say, hey, let's make this thing official. So that's something to watch against, Sagittarian, because your Sagittarian might be thinking you don't want to be tied down, and the other Sagittarian is thinking you don't want to be tied down. And some other sun sign might come in, swoop in, and say, hey, I'd like to tie you down. So, Sagittarian, be warned. If you have a thing for your Sagittarian and they're the one for you, lock them in. Don't linger in the Sagittarian freedom zone for way longer than you should, because you'll put this matchup in the expiration zone. All right? Now, this matchup might be prone also to heated debates. That's right. I call them debates because chances are you guys aren't really disputing. You're debating your differences of opinion. And because Sagittarians are known to be passionate about the things that they believe in, sometimes you can get a little too enthusiastic and lose sight of the fact that this is simply a conversation. The good news is that Sagittarians are pretty easygoing, and once the dust settles, you guys will continue on as though nothing really ever happened, because Sagittarians are known not to harbor grudges. Now, more than most matchups, the Sagittarius-Sagittarius pairing really depends upon your moon signs long term. So you're going to definitely have to look into what your mate's moon sign is and possibly their Venus sign to determine whether or not the two of you have long-term capabilities. So overall, it's a pretty solid and fun matchup, although sometimes it may be lacking in emotional depth and stability because you two get far too caught up in the fun and forget to engage your heart. I can tell you more about a Sagittarius matchup and some of the pitfalls that you could fall into if you're not careful and if you don't make some concessions early on in this pairing. What are they? Follow me on Sohnjee.com for part 2 of what a Sagittarius relationship looks like long term. Of course, those moon signs and those Venuses definitely play a part. Thanks for watching Sagittarius for Sagittarius. Remember, check me out on INSTANTGO at Sohnjee if you have a personal question about the Sagittarian in your life. I'll see you on part 2. Thanks for watching.